What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about my credit card strategy for 2026 and the top 5 credit cards that I plan on utilizing this year. If you're new here, don't forget to leave a like down below, comment if you're new, and subscribe as well if you're interested in this type of content. Let's get into the video. So to know me is to know that when it comes to credit cards, I'm always going to prioritize cashback. There are some times where I'm having to use cards that accrue points for travel, which is fine, but I will always prioritize cashback if I can. However, when it does come to travel, these first 2 credit cards that I'm going to talk about are actually travel credit cards. Well, we can kind of determine what this first one is. But starting off at number 1, my first card is going to be the Bilt Rewards card. I know this card is being surrounded by controversy right now because nobody can figure out which way is the best when it comes to this card. I have always really maintained the fact that I just really like the simplicity of using the Bilt card for my rent. Again, I don't like for things to be pulled directly out of my checking account for banking error or anything. I like the peace of mind of knowing that, like, the credit card's got it and then I will pay you. I will guarantee pay you, but I don't want anybody touching my money before I decide where it needs to go. So for me, the Bilt card is still simple enough for me to use. I understand there was a huge devaluation in the points for Bilt, so it's hardly a travel card for me personally. It's really just a card for me to use for my rent. But there is a minimum that you still get if you're somebody like me that doesn't really care to use that card for anything but your rent. And you're still going to get 250 points no matter what whenever you pay your rent. So for me, that's enough. That's nice. So that is going to be the number 1 card that's in my wallet. I don't plan on not using the card. As long as I don't have to pay a transaction fee for rent, I'm always going to use this card. So it's going to stay in my wallet so long as they don't ever change that particular feature. Number 2, this card is going to maybe come as a shock to you guys because, like I said, I do prioritize cashback mostly. I'm not much of a travel person as it pertains to like the points and like keeping up with the valuations and all that. But this year I am going to be doing quite a bit of travel. So this card is just necessary to break back out. And it is going to be the American Express Platinum card. This card is loaded with credits. It did get a revamp just this last year. All of these new different credits that you're going to be getting, it's just a coupon book at this point. But I do plan on using quite a bit of the credits that it offers. And some of them are a little bit better for me than others. Like for the Aura Ring credit and things like that, I don't plan on using that one per se. But as far as the Resi credit is concerned, the Lululemon credit, the Walmart credit, the Uber credit, all of those I do plan on using, and I'm already currently utilizing those. With this card in particular, I have been able to kind of leverage it with other cards because, especially with gas, Walmart, being able to be a Walmart member because of this card is allowing me to get a discount on my gas. But just because you have the Platinum card, you don't have to use the Platinum card to get that discount. You just have to have signed up for Walmart Plus using that card, and you're going to get extra 10 cents off. Walmart is generally cheaper than most. I want to say it's like normally 30 to 40 cents cheaper than most gas stations when it comes to their pricing. So to get an additional 10 cents off, and I can pair that with one of my cashback cards to get basically double dip on that discount is really, really nice. So this card does have more than just the travel use for me because I can use it in conjunction with other things. Also, being able to get YouTube Premium with this card and not having to pay for it is kind of nice. I believe YouTube Premium is like $22, $23-ish, and it gives you a $25 credit just for buying YouTube Premium. So I'm perfectly fine with that, to have YouTube Premium for free, essentially. So that is what I'm using that card for mostly, on top of the travel piece there. So I get a lot of functionality out of the Amex Platinum card. Will I recommend it? Still no, I don't recommend the card mostly because of the annual fee. So like it really needs to make sense to you. Like this card needs to fit into your life perfectly for me to say that it's a card that you should get. So that's why I'm using it, but it's not one that I'm championing for other people to get because that annual fee is quite high. Number 3, third card on the list is going to be the US Bank Cash Plus card. This is I feel like this is kind of a sleeper card in the credit card space. I don't ever hear a lot of people talk about this card, and I genuinely think it's one of the better cards in the space, if not one of the best. It's top 10 at least. This card does allow you to use, or it allows you to choose 2 categories per quarter where you can get 5% back on these categories. And for me, I chose utilities and fast food. I don't eat fast food very often, so it's just a nice card to have and get that extra 5% back on that spend whenever I do eat fast food. And then as far as utilities are concerned, it's more of a set it and forget it type of card. I actually don't even carry this card in my wallet because, again, if I do go to, I really only go to like a handful of fast food places, and all of them take Apple Pay. So I don't really have to have this card on me ever. So I don't, but it is really, really useful to get that extra 5% back. The UI for the actual credit card app is really nice now. US Bank used to be like one of my least favorite UI when it came to like opening the app. It just looked old. It looked slow. I didn't like it at all. That might be like a minute detail to some, but to me, like I was pretty particular about that. I did not really like it. But now they've updated it a lot. It looks a lot nicer. It's a little intuitive. I do love how they have the rewards set up now. So yeah, it's really nice. For me, cashback, having like a little bank, a little piggy bank of your money that you're just being able to save is really nice, especially if something, I almost see it as like an emergency fund in a way. Just being able to say like, oh man, I've just been racking up 5%, 5%, 5%, and now there's this random expense that popped up, and I can just kind of redeem those points or redeem that money toward whatever it is. So it is really nice. It's a savings account without it being a savings account in a way, because it doesn't expire, which is really nice. So that is the third card in my wallet that I really like using, and I would recommend that one. Number 4, this card should come as a shock to nobody if you've seen any of my previous credit card videos, because I genuinely think that this is like one of the best credit cards in the space overall, and that is going to be the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card. This card is going to give you 6% back on groceries, 6% back on streaming, 3% back on gas. You get a Disney bundle credit of like $10, which is really nice. So I get a lot of outsized value from this card, and it is a staple in my wallet. I do love this card so much. It is a $95 annual fee for the card, but again, outsized value. There's a cap on groceries of $6,000 in the year. So if you're somebody that's going to spend more than $6,000, might want to pair it with another card. But I genuinely think if you're using any of the Disney stuff, if you do the Disney bundle or you're paying for Hulu or ESPN or whatever, that already pays for the $95 fee that you're gonna pay anyway, because you get $120 of that credit. So that's going to pay for that $95. And then on top of that, you have your grocery spend, whatever streaming spend you do have, and then you also get the 3% back on gas. So it is a very, very powerful card. And for $95, I feel like that is absolutely, yeah, I'll take my money. Absolutely. I have no problem with paying the $95 for this card. This one is probably going to be a staple in my wallet until something happens to it. Like, I will gladly pay $95 a year for this card because it is that good. No more good things that I can say about this card. And number 5, last card in my wallet. This one is, I think there is still a waiting list for this card, but it's going to be the Robinhood Gold card. This card gives you 3x or 3% back on everything. And similarly to what I was talking about with the US Bank card, the UI for Robinhood, I think, is amazing. And there's other ways that you can kind of get more for your money when it comes to this card. And I say that because the Robinhood Gold card app, though this is a $50 annual fee card, you do get things like a high yield savings account with the card. This card is very unique in the way that, like, the second you spend money on this card, you instantly get points for that. So your 3% is actually 3x, but it turns into money instantly. So the second you make a payment on something, you immediately get a notification that you've been granted however many points back for what that purchase was. You can go into the app and then instantly turn those points into cash back. That cash back is then converted into your Robinhood account, where it will sit there for you, and it goes into a high yield account where if you want, you can just leave the money in there and let the money accrue. So like what I was saying about the savings account for US Bank, this is like that much better because you are actually getting money on top of your money just because it's sitting there. So it's all, obviously it's great for investing, but it's also great in the sense that like if you did just want to let the money sit there, maybe you just want to stack the money up a little bit before you make a big play, you can do that, and it's so incredibly easy to do that. Or if you just want to use it purely as a cashback card, you can do that too. Like I said, you can instantly turn those points into cash, and you can cash that out, send it right into your bank account, or make it a statement if you want it, or a statement credit if you wanted to. So like, very versatile card. This one I also do pair with the Amex Platinum card. So when I go to a Walmart gas station and get that extra money off, I then use the Robinhood Gold card to pay for the gas. And now you may be wondering like, oh, okay, well you get 3% back with the Blue Cash Preferred card at gas stations. Why not use the Blue Cash Preferred? Walmart doesn't like Amex. Like Walmart gas is not considered a gas station for Amex. So I don't know if it's Amex doesn't like Walmart or Walmart doesn't like Amex, but whichever one it is, they don't mesh. So I can't use that card when I'm getting gas, but that's okay. Like again, the value that I get from that card by itself, I'm okay with it not working at Walmart because I'm gonna get the 3% no matter what using the Robinhood card, and I'm able to use the Robinhood card on literally anything. There is no cap on this card. 3x back on everything you purchase. I've had this card for almost 2 years now. It's been amazing. It has been a great card. I've gotten over, I think at this point, I've gotten over $700 back in cash back from this card. So again, I can't say enough good things about the Robinhood Gold card. I think it's great. And for how easy it is to use, I think that kind of has to come into play whenever you're having a conversation about what credit card is the best for you, or like which one are you thinking about getting and signing up for. Like they have to make sense for you, and you need to be getting, not just getting value from it, but you need to be getting like the amount of money that you're spending, getting so much money back for the amount of money that you're spending, I think is extremely important when you're using a credit card in general. So being able to, I think my average for like all these cards, like give or take the Built card, on average when I spend my money for like my categorical spend, I'm always going to get anywhere from 3% back to 6% back. That is incredible. Like for a setup, that's incredible, especially if we're talking cash back. Like that's not a normal thing to be able to get, especially when we're talking about all the categories, because this is literally everything. No matter what I spend my money on, I'm always going to get at least 3% back. So like that's a dub. It used to be 2%. That's all people cared about was like, just can I get a 2%? Can I get the Fidelity card, the Wells Fargo Active Cash? Like now I'm getting 3% no matter what. And that can either be cash money or an investment opportunity. I'm taking it every single time. That'll do it, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about my setup? What do you think about my strategy for this year? Let me know what you guys' strategy is. What exactly is it that you are shooting for this year? Is there a specific card that you're going for? Is there a sign-up bonus that you're going for? Or what are you guys more team cash back, or are you more team travel? Like how exactly is it that you're spending your money, and where are you trying to get your value the most? And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, comment down below. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one. Peace.